A cryptocurrency called XRP is making waves in a world where old-fashioned banking meets cutting-edge technology. Reports say that JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Bank of America are all holding on to XRP. But why not start with the proof? Banks are always looking for faster ways to move money between countries, and Ripple Labs XRP is one answer. More and more people want to use XRP's features to make payments faster and easier when working with more than one currency. These agreements show that more and more people want to use XRP to make trades across borders easier. It's not always easy for regular banks to handle liquidity as a bridge currency. This problem can be solved by XRP. This new idea could free up trillions of dollars that are stuck in cash gaps by letting money move quickly without accounts being funded. News stories from the last few days say that JP Morgan has quietly gathered more than 7.5 million XRP tokens. However, some experts aren't sure how true these stories are because the data doesn't match up. That being said, just the talk has gotten small investors more interested. So central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are coming soon. In fact, many countries are already looking into how to make them work because of how they work. XRP could be used as a link exchange between different CBDCs, which would make it easier to trade between them. This job could really strengthen XRP's position. When it comes to banking, speed and cost are the most important things. When you use XRP, deals settle in seconds and don't cost much. This changes everything. When banks use XRP, they can offer faster and cheaper services, giving them a real edge over their competitors. To be honest, this level of speed is exactly what is making. While XRP has a lot of benefits, it also has some real legal issues that could limit how widely it's used. For example, banks may not be as eager to fully adopt XRP because of ongoing legal battles and close regulatory scrutiny. It is very important for everyone to stay up to date on changes in the law. Now, why are banks becoming more interested? People who buy things in stores should know exactly what that means. As more businesses use XRP, its worth really starts to stand out. Just so you know, buyers should be careful and make sure they know what they're doing before they put money in. With Swift, it's easy to send money from one country to another. It takes a long time, costs a lot, and isn't always clear. There are fees added at every step of the way, which isn't very good in a world where information is always changing. To settle deals, Ripple and XRP are used, which speeds things up compared to Swift, which takes days. This is because traditional methods charge huge fees, but this one only costs a few cents an XRP. Is fully clear so both the sender and receiver can see the conversation as it happens. This is different from Swift's messaging system, which is not clear. This is not just a small step forward for banks, it's a game changer. Ether is already working in the future, which is why more banks are starting to really look at it. Swift is trying to catch up. Thoughts come to mind when we think about the future of money. Will XRP replace Swift, or will the two work together in a new mixed banking ecosystem? Ripple makes XRP a very useful tool for global banking, but how does it work? Let's break it down. Ripple has set up a network of banks around the world called Ripple. It's kind of like a payment highway that this service lets banks, payment companies, and digital asset markets send and receive money quickly and safely. What makes the Ripple network work from the inside out is ODL. This is where XRP really shines as a trading bridge. ODL uses XRP so that banks don't have to open accounts in other countries. This is how it works. When a US bank gives money to another bank, they receive it in a US bank account, are quickly changed into XRP. The XRP is then sent around the world and changed right away into, say, Philippine pesos. There is no waiting or extra fees. Ripple's advanced messaging and payment system, on the other hand, lets this happen. Ripple lets people send money, and Swift only sends messages about events. It's quick, safe, and clear because every transaction is a consensus method. Make sure of this. Ripple was designed to work with existing KYC and AML systems. This makes it a good choice for banks that have to follow strict rules set by regulators. You can use Ripple to connect banks and turn them into real-time payment systems. XRP is what keeps the engine running. A lot of the talk about XRP is there is a shift happening in places you might not expect, like more and more African countries. It's not just about big banks and global institutions. Southeast Asia and Latin America are getting rid of old banking systems with XRP and Ripple's technology. This is why standard banking methods in these areas don't always work for a lot of people. There's a big gap. It's closing down because of high fees to send money abroad, unstable currencies, and restricted access to banking services. However, smaller banks and fintech startups can make international payments faster and cheaper without having to keep a lot of foreign cash on hand. Because of this, foreign workers who want to send money home will have to change everything. We can pay foreign companies and even local governments that want to improve their money management. Let us look at the Philippines as an example. Ripple has been added by companies like CoinsFight to make it easier for Filipinos who work abroad to send money back to their families. The fees are going down so families can get more of their loved ones' hard-earned money right away. In Nigeria, it is a great place to use cryptocurrencies, and XRP is helping to link local currencies to trade across borders. It's a way for freelancers and entrepreneurs to get paid right away without all the hassle of regular banking. It's not just about speed, it's also about giving people power. When people can get fast, cheap, and trusted banking services, they have more options. XRP isn't just changing how big banks work. It's also saving lives in places where old methods haven't worked. It's also changing what the global economy can do and making it easier for more people to get banking services. While XRP keeps making waves in the banking world, everyone has one question on their mind. What do smart people think? Diate's new study, which analysts are the first to look at, says that blockchain-powered payment systems are no longer just a crazy idea. They are quickly becoming the most important part of modern business. Many people say that XRP is one of the most promising assets in this area because it has already been used in real life and is being used by financial institutions. Next is Linda Jones, a financial analyst who has worked in capital markets for more than 20 years. She says that XRP is both a cryptocurrency and a way to share value, like TCP/IP did for the internet. She thinks that XRP could become the standard way to quickly and easily send money between countries. Finally, there is Credible Crypto, a crypto analyst known for according to data-driven predictions, the market is volatile, but XRP's strength and steady development show that it has strong long-term fundamentals. He also says that XRP isn't just growing because of regulatory attention, it's actually growing because of it. Money experts who still use old methods are starting to pay attention. In a study from 2023, Citibank says that as more central banks accept digital currencies, interoperability will become very important. XRP is a great choice for this role because it can be used as a neutral bridge asset. However, things aren't all good, and some experts are still being careful.